Assalamu everyone. My name is Hassan Aziz and today we have a recommendation of a recipe from a very dear family member. Dr. Q has asked us to make Moroccan style tagine meatballs. And also for the taste test, we have a very special guest. So you make sure you watch it till the end. I want to give a big shout out to my good friend Rehan at Meet My Plate for this beautiful tagine that we're going to use to cook this dish in. And now if you have any suggestions on what I should be doing in order to improve the quality of my videos or the audio or the lighting or even what I should be cooking, please let me know in the comments below. For this we will be using 1 pound of ground beef, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, a pinch of turmeric, a pinch of ground cinnamon, and this is optional. I use just a bit so that we leave the authenticity in, but it's totally up to you because it does have a strong flavor. 1 tablespoon of fresh cilantro, 1 tablespoon of fresh parsley. A pro tip. Now, you've seen me use a chopping board and a knife to cut this, but I've actually taken a leaf from my mom's cooking, and she simplifies things by using a lot of the items that are in the kitchen. So for this, we use scissors in a bowl to cut our parsley and cilantro. 1 small onion, grated. For this, we peeled the skin and we folded it at the root. Another pro tip, if you are using the grater, then you want to have an area that you can hold the onion from. And in order to make sure that there's no moisture in our beef, we will squeeze out all the additional juice from our onion. Now for the process, we're gonna add all of our ingredients, including our herbs and our spices, in a large pan, and we're gonna mix it well. And then we are going to add our mincemeat in and make sure we use our hands and incorporate that mixture in that mincemeat. And with your hands, we're gonna make small, about cherry to a gulab jamun to a timbit size meatball. For the sauce, it's a tomato-based sauce, so we will be using 1/4 cup of olive oil, 1.5 teaspoon of paprika, 1.5 teaspoon of cumin, 1.5 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1 bay leaf, crushed fresh garlic, we used about 4 cloves, 1 small green pepper, 4 green chilies. Again, these are absolutely optional. We like our food spicy, so we used 4. Fresh cilantro, a handful or about 2 tablespoons. Fresh parsley, again, the same amount, a handful or about 2 tablespoons. 1 medium-sized chopped onion, and 2 tomatoes that we're gonna skin. Make sure we take out the seeds, and we're gonna chop them up nicely. For the process, you can either use a skillet or a tagine. A tagine is good because it has that shape. It makes sure that all the steam is entrapped within that vessel for a long time, and it gives it an overarching cook. But as I said, you could use a skillet if you like, and I know Dr. Q used a skillet and he was extremely satisfied with the results. Now first we place that vessel, in our case the tagine, on a medium flame. We want to make sure that the flame is not touching the vessel itself. Then we're going to add the oil. Once the oil is hot, we are going to add our onions and peppers and saute them well. We want to get a pale green color for the peppers and a translucent color for the onions. That takes about 10 minutes. Then we want to add our crushed garlic and we want to stir for about a minute. The garlic shouldn't be burning and you want to make sure that the aroma is coming out. Then we add the tomatoes and the herbs and spices. So pretty much everything but the green chilies. We mix it all well and we let it simmer for about 20 minutes until the tomatoes soften and the mixture turns into a nice sauce. After about 20 minutes, you want to give it a nice check. At this time, you can try the seasoning to see if there is anything else that you would like to add. And then you want to use the back of the spoon in order to crush those tomatoes and make sure that you're making it into a nice sauce. And at this point, we want to add our green chilies and let it simmer for another 20 minutes. But you can continue to check in the meantime for the amount of liquid there is in it. And if it's running out of liquid, you can definitely add more water. Once about 35 to 40 minutes have passed and this sauce has been cooking and simmering over along with these herbs and spices, you want to add your meatballs. And we want to cook those meatballs for about 10 to 15 minutes depending on the size, or until they have been cooked all the way through. And you can obviously use one of the meatballs to give it a test. Another pro tip, you want to make sure that the meatballs are all the same size so they cook at about the same time at the same temperature. We want to garnish our tagine with fresh parsley and cilantro. And there you have it, our tagine is ready to be served with grilled brioche buns.
Assalamu alaikum, this is Rehan from Meet My Plate. Today I'm going to be taste testing Hassan Aziz Moroccan Tagine meatballs. So let's get started. Alright, what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to take some of these meatballs. These are truly delicious. They are immersed in a very succulent curry. So the way I eat them is I toasted up a brioche bun, put some butter on it, and I'm gonna have it with them. So let's give it a spin. Alright, truly delish. One is not suffice for me. I always go with a pair. So let's go with two. I can smell it. I mean, it's incredible. So just a little bit about tagine. It's a Moroccan way of cooking. The meat is slow cooked. It's packed with flavor. All the spices get into the meatballs, and I'm really looking forward to it. It smells amazing right now. So let's take a bite. Oh my God, it's super soft. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but it came out really nice. And if you look into it, there's lots of spices I can see. He's probably used coriander or mint or something like that, some herbs to go with it. I'm now gonna give it a swing. Let's see. The flavor is good. I'm already can't wait, can't resist. Amazing. I mean, packed with flavors. The spices, the vegetables are braised perfectly. You can see the flavor in those meatballs. It tastes wonderful. Fantastic job, Hassan. I can't wait to taste more of your stuff. Oh my God, let me just do another one. This is truly incredible. Oh, look at that. Super moist, succulent, flavorful. What more can you ask? This is the epitome of meatballs. Perfect. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I want you to make sure you subscribe to this channel. Hassan Aziz is an upcoming chef. He truly has all the hallmarks of success, and I look forward to him making all other delicious stuff. Take care. Have a nice day.
And to give it a spin and make it super authentic, we added a cracked egg on some of the meatballs. That's the one we were having at home, and we want to give it a nice little authenticity check. It definitely adds freshness into that dish, and if you want to do it, make sure, similar to how we had it, don't cook the egg all the way through. And if you want to do it on the entire dish, you can crack about 2 to 4 eggs on top of the meatballs, and make sure that you're not cracking the yolk when you're doing that, because that's pretty much the best part. We hope you enjoy it. Let us know what you think in the comments below. And today we're making, I don't like this. Actually, that's fine. Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Hassan. Yeah, guys. Recording. And today we're making Moroccan meatballs. Why is the sun on my face?